Like to ask Shripada, why don't you jump in here?
I think Reema should answer this.
No, go on. Your experience during the pandemic,
Yes,
being
but
part of the entertainment
I
industry.
most definitely believe that as an audience, as a cinema goer, I'm a very, very average audience, right? Very average. I'm not the thinking audience and all that. I just want to go to the theater, have fun. But I still believe that a huge part of our Indian films is about community experience. You'll actually enjoy a film far more in a theater than sitting at home. And there are some of us who are looking for the community experience of watching it with other people in a theater versus just sitting at home and watching something. And the reverse has also happened. Something that we did not enjoy so much in a theater, we have actually enjoyed all over again when sitting at home and watching, saying, why did I not like this film? It's actually a good film. So sometimes the community watching can either ruin it for you or make a film for you. So I believe there are no straight yes or no answers to this. That's the only problem with this.
I'd like to point out, Mr. Dhananjay said niche audience for the OTT. I don't think OTT is any more niche. It's as commercial as can be today, and that's precisely what this film industry may have been wary of, because it would eat into the profits, and the industry is large. But on the contrary, there several small-time stars have been given that kind of platform, like a Gaurav from White Tiger. Look at the recognition that he's got through OTT. Would you believe that OTT was necessary, and it's just speeded up the process to democratize the industry today?
Yes, I definitely do think so. Just hopping on back to the last thing, if you forget the business side of it completely, and if you're looking at just the psychological effect that it had on theater owners, since they have a system in place and suddenly they see it slipping right in front of their eyes, I understand why they did create such a hue and cry in the beginning. And I think we all really thought this would end in a month's time and we could all release films. But then when it kept on, almost 8 to 9 months of lockdown, and at that point we didn't have a choice but to release films on OTT platforms, because we had to look at the larger picture. We had to look at the industry as a whole. And coming to this question, I think it has most definitely helped democratize the whole film industry. And yes, it has. If you look at this small
so no more monopoly of the big stars,
but
no more monopoly of those production houses, the 4 or 5 production houses that monopolize the entire industry. Few stars, 4 or 5 top stars, few producers who actually take control, don't allow the outsiders to come in. It seems like the pandemic and the speeding up of OTT has really crashed that.
No, but again, if you're going to a space where it's just going to be OTT premieres, that system is going to reflect here too in no time. So I would actually want multiple platforms like theaters and OTTs to thrive together, because like you said, there is a niche audience too, because OTT platforms host all kind of content, not just mass films or superstar films. You get new content. I was going to give you an example of The Great Indian Kitchen that happened in Malayalam cinema very recently, which was not picked up by the big players, was not picked up by any...
What a hit it is.
What a hit it was. And then television channels picked it up after it became a hit on OTT. I think that was the first time something like that's happened ever.
So you believe content is king?
I do believe content is king.
That's above all.
I think content is king any day it is, and I really hope all television channels to OTT platforms do give that chance to small players. Look at the content. If that works, why don't you pick it up? Why is it always about stars? Because the audience is looking at content. Great Indian Kitchen proves it. See You Soon proves it. There's so many films that proves it.